Good afternoon, Winnipeg. You're listening to The Diamond Lane on Winnipeg's Classic 107. My name's Ashley Rees, and if you've been listening regularly, then you know how excited I am for the Sopranos of Winnipeg concert coming up in November with Manitoba Opera. And I am even more excited this week to be talking to the Sopranos of Winnipeg. So our first soprano, whose presence I am graced with today, is Andrea Lett. Andrea, thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So this is an exciting concert. It's an exciting bill. Is there anything that makes it particularly exciting for you?
I definitely think getting to share the stage with such amazing sopranos. I'm very grateful to be part of this concert, and when you look at the names that are on this concert, it really is quite a testament to the voices that are here in Winnipeg. I mean, there are so many amazing singers, so many amazing sopranos in Winnipeg that that are singing on this concert, and that aren't singing on this concert as well. Like Winnipeg has some really beautiful artists, and it's just for me to get to share the stage with people like Andriana Chichman and Tracy Dahl and Laura Secret-Hay and Lita and Lara Leitchikavid. It's Monica Huseman, who was my teacher in my undergrad. It's very special. It's also very special to get to sing with an orchestra again. It's been a long time. It's been very difficult, I think, to get to have not in the presence of people necessarily, because everything is very distant, but to get to feel that community.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in terms of the community, you mentioned the other names on the concert, and there's a few connections. So Monica Huseman was your teacher in your undergrad, but you also shared a teacher with several other people on the. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yes. So when I went to go do my master's in Toronto, I studied with Mary Morrison, and now Mary Morrison has taught so many people across Canada, but she did teach Monica as well. When Monica went to UFT, she taught Tracy Dahl, she's kind of been an institution, and it's not difficult to see why. She has such a way about her, not in just how she directs and her ears and how she listens and gives encouragement gives you encouragement to find your voice, but in just the way she carries herself in and outside the studio, and it's quite a treasure that Canada has in her.
Absolutely. So this is not your first performance with Manitoba Opera. In fact, you've been on the stage with Manitoba Opera several times. What's different with this concert, though? And can you tell us when else you've been on the stage with Manitoba Opera?
Yeah, so I made my debut, I guess you'd call it, in Don Giovanni in 2018.
Yeah.
2018. Everything now to do with time has just sort of blurred and become irrelevant. So, but 2018, and then I came back and sang Bearsat in Barbara of Seville, which was super fun and probably the best gig that I've ever had, because it's so low maintenance. You kind of go in and you're like, you just get to be fun, and it's not a stressful thing. There's nothing like that you're very scared of the whole time. You just kind of get to be silly, and it was very fun. So I've done a few projects with Manitoba Opera as well, in terms of like in the last summer, going into schools and doing the BEAT program, the broader education, and it was very fun to get to sing and teach some songs to some kids and explain an opera. We had a big, like, all these like costumes and stuff like that, and the kids got to dress up, and we explained the plot of Carmen, and it sang the habanera on law. It was very fun. And so I have very much appreciated everything that Manitoba Opera has done in the community, and also in its encouraging young artists and giving opportunities to young artists. So this concert in particular is, I think the fact that it's just kind of, it was going to be all the arias that sopranos sing that everybody loves. It's like the best hits of, or like, remember when they have those like mixtapes and it was like,
Yep.
it like best like pop hits of 1995 or whatever it was. Like, but like this is that for opera, so I think that's very exciting because it's like even if you don't know that you know the song, you probably do. You probably heard it somewhere, and it's going to be extremely accessible and beautiful and virtuosic and the it's I'm very excited and the fact that there's going to be the first like I mean for me the first live experience in so long. I know that the symphony's done some stuff as well, but
Mm-hmm.
if this is your first chance to see something, it's been a long time, so that raises the stakes for everybody, and I think that makes everybody just invest so much more, and it you can tell when things are extremely meaningful, and I think this concert is going to be just there's going to be a lot of different emotions surrounding it, which is always very special.
No kidding. Oh, I'm like tearing up just you talking about it. Um, of course, it's special also because everyone has this strong Winnipeg connection. Now, I know that you're originally from Saskatchewan, but like me, Winnipeg is home for you now.
Mhm.
So, you're going to be in Winnipeg all winter long?
Yeah, there's not much going on. Um, so, and anything that is going on, it will be done like probably live stream or
Yeah.
so any of those projects, they're all going to be from here, which is exciting, and it's just a change of pace,
Yeah.
and it's I think this whole, I mean, like in the summertime, I did a landscaping club, which was super fun and got me outside and whatever. And with the schools, like I've got a 6-year-old at home. He'll be 6 on October 30th. So, so if the elementary schools, if they need to close their doors, then I feel like I'm here for that, and I'm able to, just spend more time with my family and really slow like slow down. I guess that's an understatement, but to do things that I've never had a chance to do before. Like
Yeah.
I've been hiking more in this past, like on trails more than I have in the past. I don't know, however long that I've like when I moved here back here in 2016. I don't think I ever knew about any of these trails. I didn't know about any of the stuff that was like and I've, my husband and I, we that's what we do on weekends or whatever. And it's so nice to get to see this city and this outside the city and the beauty that I haven't ever experienced or might not have experienced otherwise.
Yeah. So I have also been all over the trails with my 2 dogs, which are also collies, but a different type of collie than you have.
Yeah.
um, what's your favorite trail?
We did McGilvery Falls a couple weeks ago, and that was stunning. We went right. I'm not sure what the leaf situation is right now, but when we went, though, it was just the colors were stunning. The river was gorgeous. We kept the dogs on leash the whole time,
Yeah.
and so they were, sniffing. There were so many smells for them, and it was very, it was so beautiful. It was, I really liked. We did a couple. There was a Bear Lake, I think, was the other one. They're very close. So one was like
Right.
7 kilometers, one was like maybe 6 or something like that. And so we did both of those, and it was just because you're out there anyway, driven
Might
an
as
hour
well.
or whatnot, so we might as well make the most of it. So that would be also be my 2 favorites. And the dogs love it. They are in heaven.
Of course. It's
Yeah.
Winnipeg has good dog weather, I would say. I think we're going to be talking about that more on the air later in the week, but they get a nice range of hot and cold. Yeah.
Mhm.
And what do you do in Winnipeg with a 6-year-old in the winter?
We'll find out, I guess. We'll go for lots of walks. We'll make lots of snowmen. We will probably do lots of science experiments. That's going to be a big thing. We love science.
Some indoor fun?
Yeah, lots of. My husband started doing these things where he makes obstacle courses. He takes he'll take masking tape or something like that, and kind of like they're lasers, and so you have to sort of go up and over and under and all these like, and then in between there's bowling pins that he set up, little plastic bowling pins he set up that you can't knock over and stuff like that. So the house kind of turns into a little jungle gym for that time. We do a lot of dance parties. That's quite a big thing in our house. But yeah, so I mean, it's so different. It's so different when you can't just play with other kids and go and have play dates and stuff like that. And so we're open to ideas. Pinterest is great sometimes. Lots of baking. We'll do lots of baking.
That's excellent. If anyone has any ideas of what to do with a 6-year-old, you can give us a call on the contest line, 204-336-1071. We're open to your ideas here for what to do in Winnipeg in the winter, and we'll make sure that we forward them on. We're all a community here, so we're all in this together. We're all kind of doing this for the first time this year. We've experienced winter before, but this winter is going to be different. And we are really thankful, Andrea, to have artists like you in the community still serving up art. I know that you've done a few virtual projects. This project with Manitoba Opera, this concert, is just so exciting to remind us that opera is something that we love in this city and we miss. And we're even more excited to one day be able to see you on stage, in full costume and acting. But in the meantime, we will take this because this is just going to be fantastic.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining me today, Andrea, and toi 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 on the concert.
Thank you.
Toi 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 on getting through the winter with a 6-year-old.
Thank you.